It's that time of year again. The air is just full of ambition, right? Hope, the promise of a new you. We all sit down and we draft our New Year's resolutions with the absolute best intentions. But let's be real, if you're like most people, by the time February rolls around, that ambition has kind of fizzled out and the resolution is just a distant memory. So, what is going on here? So, let's dive right into that. And hey, be honest with me for a second. Did you make one this year? Maybe you're even a few weeks into it right now. You've probably got that list of goals somewhere, right? Tucked away in your phone or stuck to your fridge, just waiting. Well, prepare for a little dose of reality. The research on this is pretty staggering. A whopping 99% of those resolutions are basically designed to fail from the get-go. Yeah, you heard me right, 99%. This isn't just a string of bad luck. It's a predictable, repeatable pattern of collapse. And that brings us to what we can almost call the ritual of collapse. It's this shared experience, isn't it? This annual cycle where we set a big, shiny, exciting goal, and then we just quietly let it go. But why? Why is this so incredibly common? Is everyone just lacking some secret motivation gene? Well, here is the absolute key insight. The problem isn't you. It is not a failure of your willpower. It's a failure of design. You have to think of it like an architect trying to build a massive skyscraper on a foundation made of sand. I mean, it doesn't matter how amazing your steel and glass are, that building is doomed from the start. So this means we really need to stop blaming ourselves and start looking at the blueprint. Because a flawed plan doesn't just lead to a flawed outcome, it absolutely guarantees it. Your resolution is the blueprint for your year. And, well, most of us are drawing up plans that are just structurally unsound. You know what? Let's give this problem a name. Let's call it an architectural flaw. This is that fundamental error, that deep down mistake in the initial plan that makes the entire structure weak from day one. It's the crack in the foundation you don't even see until the walls start to crumble around you. Okay, so what do these architectural flaws actually look like in the wild? Let's do a little dissection, right? Let's look at the anatomy of a typical broken resolution and find those common cracks. And yeah, I'm guessing this looks pretty familiar, huh? Be healthier, save more money, get fit. These aren't plans, they're wishes. They're vague aspirations without any concrete structure. See, psychologically, they give our brains no clear instructions, no first step to actually take. They're missing the how, the when, and the what. It's basically the architectural equivalent of just saying, I want to build a tall building, without a single drawing to your name. And this right here perfectly illustrates the difference. On one side, you have that vague wish, get in shape. It feels good to say, sure, but it's basically impossible to act on consistently. Now look at the other side. That is a solid blueprint. It's specific. It's actionable. You know exactly what success looks like on a Monday morning. Now that is a structure you can actually build on. Okay, enough demolition. Let's get constructive. How do we actually build a resolution that's going to last? How do we sit down and draft a real blueprint for a structure that can handle the inevitable challenges and storms that the year's going to throw at us? It really comes down to these 4 cornerstones for a solid foundation. First, you have to be specific. Define the what, the where, and the how. Eat healthier becomes eat a salad for lunch 3 times a week. Bam! Second, make it measurable. You've got to be able to see your progress, like tracking save $100 per month. Third, and this is a big one, keep it achievable. Don't try to build a mansion in a day. Start with one solid, well-built room. And finally, number 4, set a timeline. A goal without a deadline? That's not a plan, my friend. That's just a daydream. This approach isn't really about small tweaks. It's about laying a completely new foundation for how you even think about goals. It's a huge mindset shift from just wishful thinking to intentional, careful design. It's about you becoming the architect of your own success. And here it is, the ultimate takeaway. The real goal isn't just to lose the weight or save the money. The real goal is to get better at building the blueprint itself. Because once you master the process of designing good, solid, achievable goals, you can apply that skill to absolutely anything you want to accomplish in your life. So this year, forget about those flimsy, wishy-washy resolutions that are destined to fail. Instead, I want you to ask yourself this. With a solid blueprint in your hand, what incredible structure are you going to build?